Whether you're a photographer or a videographer, the world's best drones are powerful additions to any camera bag. Not only are these flying cameras easy for beginners to fly, many models are also small enough to slot into a backpack alongside your land-based camera kit. Picking the right drone for you isn't quite as straightforward as piloting one, but luckily we've spent countless hours flying the finest models out there to bring you this in-depth, ranked list. Our guide contains a balanced mix of the best beginner drones around and some pricier, professional options. Choosing the right one will depend on your budget, shooting needs, and experience. But if you're simply looking for the best all-round drone for most people, we think that's the DJI Mini 3 Pro. Taking the title from larger DJI Air 2S, it packs in a seriously impressive skill set for such a small drone. Stump up for the DJI RC controller bundle, and it's a brilliant backpack-friendly bundle. Number 1. DJI Mini 3 Pro. The DJI Mini 3 Pro is the most powerful and, in our book, best compact drone you can buy. It has a premium price tag, but the Mini 3 Pro is a huge upgrade on the Mini 2. See below. If you can justify the extra cost, for the money, you get a far superior camera, obstacle avoidance sensors, and a range of features that you'd normally only find on larger drones. In our tests, the Mini 3 Pro's 12.1 MP 1/1.3-inch sensor produced excellent image quality with impressive high ISO handling. You'll find very little noise all the way up to the maximum ISO 6400, while the combination of a bright f/1.7 lens and dual native ISO tech means low-light performance is impressive for such a small drone. The drone's tri-directional obstacle avoidance worked well during testing, and we particularly liked its ability to shoot in portrait without cropping. If you can stretch to the new DJI RC controller, that's the best backpack-friendly bundle for aerial photography and video, bar none. Number 2. DJI Mavic 3. Looking for the most powerful compact drone around? The DJI Mavic 3 is it. This aerial powerhouse is fronted by a dual camera that mixes a large 20MP 4/3 sensor with a handy 160-zoom telephoto lens. The Mavic 3 fits all this into a backpack-friendly bundle we were surprised to find is somehow lighter than the Mavic 2 Pro model it's based on. Other improvements over its predecessor include a 46-minute battery life, in reality, about half an hour of actual flight time, and the ability to shoot 5K/50 type video or 4K/120 type slow-mo footage. Upgrade to the DJI Mavic 3 SIM bundle, and you will get 1 TB of internal storage, a very fancy DJI RC Pro controller, and the ability to shoot video in Apple ProRes 422 HQ format. A couple of big firmware updates have finally added the polish and feature set we expected to see from the Mavic 3 at launch, making it the best camera drone around for outright image quality, if not value or portability. Number 3. DJI Air 2S. It's no longer the newest drone in DJI lineup and recently lost its number 1 spot to the DJI Mini 3 Pro above, but the Air 2S remains an excellent choice if image quality is more important to you than size. This drone has the same 20MP 1-inch sensor as the one found in the older Mavic 2 Pro, which gives it greater light-gathering powers than the Mini 3 Pro, and a compact, folding design. It's a combo that we loved in our review, making the Air 2S our top choice for hobbyists and pros who really need that larger sensor. The new Mini 3 Pro, see above, is even smaller still, but this drone's camera is even better. The ability to shoot 5.4K video at 30fps gives you some extra creative flexibility and supports a useful digital zoom option, even if we'd only recommend using that at 2x zoom. Throw in the ability to shoot 1008 at 120fps and some impressive high ISO performance, and you have a superb all-round flying machine that soars above its mid-range rivals. Those on a tighter budget should still consider the Mavic Air 2, though. Number 4. DJI Mini 2. One of our few complaints in our review of the DJI Mavic Mini was that it couldn't shoot 4K video. This excellent successor fixes that, while giving us a few extra treats in the process. The Mini 2 has the same ultra-compact design as before, making it the joint smallest drone in DJI lineup, but comes with a new controller that boosts its range, thanks to AUX 2.0 connectivity, and delivers a more polished flying experience. Like the Mavic Mini, it's packed with a generous selection of beginner-friendly quick-shot modes, which see the drone perform pre-programmed moves. But the Mini 2 offers more for pro snappers, too, thanks to the inclusion of raw photo shooting, While 4K video means the arrival of a boosted 100 bit rate, while it remains a fine drone, it's worth bearing in mind that rumors about a possible DJI Mini 3 continue to swirl. As the flagship flying machine from Autel's latest lineup of DJI rivals, the Evo Lite Plus goes directly up against the Air 2S, capable of shooting 5.4K footage at 30fps using a 1-inch sensor. It shares a remarkably similar spec sheet, but it also both leapfrogs the Air 2S and the Mavic Pro 2 with its 40-minute flight time and adjustable aperture, ranging from f/2.8 to f/11. The Lite Plus model does lack the fourth-axis stabilization of its Evo Lite sibling, but the larger pixels on its sensor give it better light-gathering potential in dim conditions. Pro drone videographers might think twice about the lack of 10-bit video and D-Log profile, while the omission of side sensors for obstacle avoidance is a shame. But in all other respects, we found the Lite Plus to be an impressively versatile piece of flying camera equipment in our review. For the money, its 20MP sensor is probably the best camera available on a drone today, which gives the Air 2S some serious competition. Number 6. DJI Avata, FPV, or first-person view drones are more niche affairs than the more sedate drones in this list, but they are a blast to fly, and the DJI Avata is the best around for beginners looking to dabble in this increasingly popular style of aerial filmmaking. Using a combination of DJI motion controller and one of its two flavors of DJI goggles, you can fly it indoors or outside while shooting impressive 4K/6 type video. Our review found one particularly frustrating design decision: the placing of a micro SD card slot inside one of the Avata's blade rings. But otherwise, we found it to be impressively crash-resistant, mainly thanks to those propeller guards, and easy to fly. After a few practice runs, your main decision will be whether to go for DJI Motion Controller, which sees the drone respond to your hand movements, or pay the extra for DJI more standard FPV remote controller, $139/$139/$129. Traditionalists will prefer the latter, but some may find the motion pad more intuitive. Number 7. DJI Mavic Air 2, previously our number 1 drone. The Mavic Air 2 has been nudged out of the limelight by the arrival of the DJI Air 2S, see number 1 and Autel Evo Lite Plus, above. But you shouldn't rule it out as an option. After all, in our review, we called it the sweet spot all-rounder of drones. It's more affordable than the Air 2S and may just suit you better. If you don't need the new model's larger 1-inch sensor, it still shoots 4K/6 type video, boasts an impressive 34-minute flight time, and has a comparable maximum tankum range. You also get the same subject tracking goodness as the Air 2S, a slightly longer 34-minute flight time, and that handy, compact folding design. While we'd stretch to the Air 2S if you can, due to its larger sensor and useful digital zoom, the Mavic Air 2 remains a great value option that is well worth considering. Number 8. Autel Evo Nano. The DJI Mini 3 Pro remains our top pick in the sub-250 drone category, but the colorful Evo Nano Plus isn't far behind. Our test found that its sensor trumps the DJI Mini 2, particularly in low-light situations, and it can handle windy conditions well for such small drone. Like the DJI Mini 2, there's unfortunately no subject tracking and also no API support to make it compatible with third-party apps. But otherwise, the Evo Nano Plus is a superb compact drone, particularly if you need one that ducks under the 250 weight limit that in many regions can affect where you fly it. Number 9. Ryze Tello. Simple, lightweight, and affordable, the Ryze Tello is designed to be a fun drone for first-time flyers. And despite its budget price tag, the Tello offers plenty. The battery serves up a reasonable 13 minutes of flight time, while downward-facing light sensors allow the Tello to hover in place and perform a handful of automated tricks. Our review found the image quality from the nose-mounted 5MP camera to be less impressive, with limited dynamic range and noticeable compression artifacts when streaming 720p HD video. Because video is beamed directly to your smartphone, the frame rate is affected by any drop in connection strife. The theoretical range is 100 m, but 34 m is more realistic, which, given how even the slightest breeze can blow the 80 Tello off course, is not necessarily a bad thing. Number 10. DJI Phantom 4 Pro V2.0. DJI Phantom range was the series that really took its drones to new heights, and while the Phantom 4 Pro V2.0 isn't the newest model in this list, it remains a fine option for professionals who need something sturdy and reliable for windy conditions. Its 20MP 1-inch sensor can also shoot impressive raw stills and 4K/6 type video at 100 Mbps in the D-Log color profile.